rocks. And breakfast with Bob. It's Huggles on the rocks. And breakfast with Bob. It's Huggles on the rocks. Chee!
Poncho Man, everybody. Again, welcome to Breakfast with Bob from Kona, Huggles on the Rocks. My name is Bob Babbitt, brought to you by Master Spas, SFuels, right fuel, right time. HOKA, Fly Human Fly, Deboer Wetsuits, Quintana, and of course, our Challenged Athletes Foundation. Our next guest, we have not chatted before. I'm very excited. Thor Madsen from Denmark joins us. How you doing, Thor?
I'm doing good, and thanks for having me. It's a big dream of mine to come to this Breakfast with Bob. I've been watching it for so many years when I've been sitting at home and watching all the videos on YouTube about this race. So it's a big dream of mine to come here and have a chat with you and race the race on Saturday.
I think you have the best name in the sport, Thor.
That's thank you.
Yeah.
It's I like the name. It got a bit of you have to be strong to have that name, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. You have to be strong.
Yeah.
So you got into the sport. Were you a swimmer beforehand or soccer player?
No,
what were you?
Yeah, so I was a soccer player until I was 14 years old.
Yes.
And then I started to run a bit with an athletics club in Denmark.
Yeah.
And then my little sister was a swimmer from when she was very, very young.
Sif?
Yeah, Sif.
Yes.
Yeah, and then she started doing triathlon in 2015 and got on the national team and did very, very well at her first year in the sport. And then I just thought to myself, why not go for it as well? And then I started doing triathlon as well. And then we have had so many great moments together, me and my little sister, with just training and racing. And now we are here in Hawaii together, and that's pretty crazy to think about. I think that having your sister here at the race and to think about how it started in the beginning, and then we're here together.
Well, and Sif is dating Magnus, but
yeah,
you knew Magnus before Sif did.
Yeah, so we knew Magnus at the same time, but I was friends with Magnus a bit more than Sif was friends with Magnus. And I remember one summer when we had to go for a swim practice, and I didn't had to go for lat swim practice because my coach told me that I didn't have to go, and it was only her and Magnus, and she didn't want to go because I was not going, and she didn't want to swim with Magnus, and then it was a fun story that 1 year after they got together, and now you can't separate them.
No, and when you first started swimming, riding, and running with Magnus, you were faster at all three.
Yeah, I was a bit faster actually. I think I was a lot faster than Magnus in the beginning.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I rode with him at our weekly interval session at our triathlon club. He was sitting at my wheel, and then all of a sudden he just told me that, is it okay that I go to the front? He was like, also how you know Magnus right now, he's very, very calm.
Yes.
So he asked politely and asked me about if he could also take a turn, and then I thought to myself, okay, why not? And then I got dropped from the wheel, and then I thought to myself, okay, that guy know how to ride a bike. And then afterwards we have been training together, basically all our sessions for many, many years, and sharing the same coach, and basically living together at home, because Magnus is still living at his parents, and my little sister is also still living at our parents, and I'm still living at my parents as well. So Magnus is, we have dinner together basically every day, so it's fun.
He's been training this year a lot in Colorado. Have you been training there as well?
No, I've actually stayed home in Denmark to do my training also, because their first camp of the year, I had to go and had a surgery with my Achilles.
Oh no, you had Achilles surgery.
Yeah, so I couldn't attend the camp.
Right.
So I had like a few months with rehab and all that stuff. And then I thought to myself, okay, it's not a good idea to go on a camp when you just got an Achilles surgery. So it was a bit of a bumpy road to get here to Kona, but now I'm here, and now I'm ready for Saturday, I think.
Well, and you, when I look at this year, it was Placid where you qualified.
Yeah, I qualified in Lake Placid.
And you went 8th there, ran 2:54, 8:17. But your first, or last year, you were 5th at Portugal. 44 swim, 4:17, 2:51 sub 8, 7:59, 51. That was not your first Ironman. That was
my second one.
Yeah, Sweden.
Yeah, Sweden was my first one.
And in your first one, you broke 2:50 for the marathon and went 7:51. people, all these young guys coming here they go so fast right from the very beginning. It's pretty amazing. So when you started, it was a lot of 70.3s.
Yeah, it was.
And you've been to the 70.3 Worlds how many times?
2 times.
And you were 8th in 2022. And what were you in 2023?
9th.
9th.
Yeah.
And now you will be going to Taupo again for this one?
No, I will actually not go to Taupo.
You're focused on this.
Yeah, I didn't manage to qualify due to the Achilles surgery.
Right.
So I didn't manage to do a race before the deadline. So yeah. So
how's the Achilles now?
It's good. I can't feel anything, and it has been good for since I actually got the surgery. It has been pretty good. So all the rehab stuff has been very, very good. I'm so privileged that I'm working together with a good physio and doctor from the BMC Pro Triathlon team, which has helped me make sure I've done the right rehab and all the right stuff. So now it's all good, and I've been able to run some good sessions leading into this race. So I'm hopefully gonna go for a good marathon on Saturday, but we'll see.
So how long have you been on the island?
For 3 weeks actually, so I've been here for quite some time.
And what do you think?
It's it's so unbelievable to finally be here when you have been sitting at home and watching videos on YouTube. And my girlfriend have been here 3 times before with her family because her dad raced as an age grouper here.
Yeah.
And then I've just been hearing about how fantastic this place is and seeing pictures and videos and all that stuff. And it's just a big dream to finally be here and swim with dolphins and all that stuff.
I was just gonna say.
Yeah, it's just like
there's not many dolphins hanging out at home.
No, there's Denmark is very, very boring animal life.
Yes, that is so cool. And do you train with Magnus when you're here?
Yeah, a little bit. We went out for some run sessions together. So we had a long 30K run last week together.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've been training.
He's doing pretty well.
I think he's very, very fit. I haven't been seeing him since he left left Denmark for his camp for Colorado, and I remember back then I was thinking, so okay, he's fit, but now you can really see he's very, very fit. I think you can see on his face and on his body that he has lost a couple of kilograms.
Yep.
Not that it's important, but you can just see that okay, that guy is ready for a world championship, and
yes,
I definitely have him as my favorite to win the race.
I thought to have him as well. I would love to see that. What do you look back? I mean, you've only been in this a couple of years. What was your best race?
I think it was my 8th place at the 70.3 Worlds in 2022. That was
because that probably surprised a lot of people.
Yeah, I did. I think it was my breakthrough performance on the international scene.
Yes.
And to see that I can actually race the top 10 guys in the world. So I think that was basically most.
Well, when you can go fast here, when you go fast at 70.3, there's no reason, because you're doing the long training anyways, there's really no reason you can't go fast here or at a full Ironman.
Yeah.
And your first Ironman experience in Sweden, what did you learn from that? Because you're swimming 47, 410 bike, 249, 751. I mean, that's the type of time that wins a lot of races.
Yeah, it is.
And did you have some downs during that race? But that's a solid day.
No, actually not. I think that's my best friend did an Ironman a couple of weeks before.
Yes. And
it was also his pro debut, and he told me that I had to enjoy the suffering. And then I went into with the mentality that okay, try to enjoy this, because you get into a headspace you haven't been before, and you get into a headspace you can't go in training. So I actually quite enjoyed the pain, especially on the marathon, because I think I'm that type of guy who likes to train a lot and probably also sometimes too much.
Yeah.
So just enjoy the pain of actually destroy your body completely. So I didn't feel any downs doing that way. So yeah, I think that helped me a lot to get that. How do you say it? Knowledge from my good friend to go into the race and not be afraid of the distance.
Right, or the moment, because there's going to be points here. I mean, you've already experienced it. When you go to 70.3 Worlds, you're racing the best in the world.
Yeah.
Which is going to be very similar to what you're doing here. So it's the patience and not burning matches too early. That's the type of stuff that you've got to do here so you don't end up suffering during that marathon.
Yeah, I think I have a good plan on how to tackle the race and how to get the best result out of it.
Does Magnus help with that?
Yeah,
Does he
helps
counsel
a bit.
you a little bit?
Yeah, he counsels me a lot, and he also, some equipment and all that stuff. He's sharing his knowledge and all that kind of stuff. So I'm taking good advantages of knowing Magnus that well, because I think he's probably the most clever guy in the sport. So
he keeps getting better and better.
Yeah, so if you just follow him and let him do like all the stuff and then just learn from him, I think you can come a long way.
So on race day, do you and Magnus try to swim together, or what do you know? What do you do?
No, I think he
does his own thing.
Yeah, he does his own thing in the front, and then I would do my own thing a bit
further back.
A bit further back, but I think we race with two different ambitions. He's
trying to win the race.
Yeah, he's trying to win the race, and I'm trying to go for the best possible result. So I think he can be a bit more aggressive, where I have to be a bit more clever.
Yes, you do. Well, top 15, is that, is this, what do you think is possible for you here?
I don't know. I just want to have like the best possible outcome on the day, but we will see what my fitness and mental game can do on Saturday, and then we will see what position that will be. So
when your name is Thor, you're going to do well. That's
hopefully.
I love it. Thor, thank you so much for taking time and chatting. It's such an honor. Poncho Man, take us out.
And it's Huggles on the rocks. Breakfast with Bob, having Huggles on the rocks. Breakfast with Bob, it's Huggles on the rocks. Cheese!
Poncho Man!